जो होता है वो इनएक्टिव जीन में होता है।
नहीं, ये you are correct. The euchromatic part of the chromosome has the active gene, whereas the heterochromatic part of the chromosome has inactive genes. ठीक है, तो just you have, I have made you know the differences between the euchromatin and heterochromatin. The basic difference, the first difference between the euchromatin and heterochromatin is that on when the chromosomes are extended, the part of the chromosome which gets deeply extended is known as the heterochromatin, and the part of the chromosome which gets lightly extended is called euchromatin. Now let us see the other differences between the heterochromatin and euchromatin. Look at the whiteboard and try to understand the location of the heterochromatin and euchromatin along the structure of the chromosome, and the differences between the euchromatin and heterochromatin. So now look at the whiteboard and try to understand. I think that, let me know whether this whiteboard is visible to all of you. Hello.
यस सर, नहीं क्लियर नहीं है उतना फिर भी।
Now is it visible now?
यस सर।
देखिए, this is the, I have drawn here a very simple structure of the chromosome, and this structure has been drawn to show the location of the heterochromatin and euchromatin part. The heterochromatic part, which gets deeply extended on being extended, this heterochromatin is located at the in the telomeric region of the chromosome. The terminal part, this is the terminal part of the chromosome. Each arm of the chromosome has a protective cap-like structure, and this terminal part of the chromosome, which you know, is known as the telomere. And this heterochromatin is located in the telomeric region of the chromosome. This telomere consists of the heterochromatic part of the chromosome. This is the upper arm here. See this telomeric region, the lower arm has also the telomere, and this heterochromatin is present in the telomeric region. Beside this, the telomeres are all. Beside this, the heterochromatic parts, heterochromatin is also heterochromatic parts are also present around the centromere. This is the centromere. This is the centromere where the two arms of a particular chromosome are attached, and around this centromere, the heterochromatic parts are present. I have shown this heterochromatic part in the black ink. This is the heterochromatic part present in the telomeric region, and the heterochromatic part present around the centromere. This is the centromere, and around the centromere, the telomeric, the heterochromatic part is present. This is the heterochromatic structure. So just as you know that heterochromatin is deeply extended, therefore I have shown this telomere. I have represented this telomere heterochromatic region in the black ink here, and this white region is the represent the euchromatic zone. This is the euchromatic part along the chromosome. This is also the euchromatic part, and all the heterochromatic parts have been shown in the black ink here. So the heterochromatin, the heterochromatic part of the chromosomes are mostly located in the telomeric region and around the centromere. Beside this, it may be found along the other part of the chromosome, but the main location of this heterochromatic part is in the telomeric region and around the centromere. Now look at the differences between the main features of the heterochromatic part. This is the heterochromatin. I have shown here at first the heterochromatin. The first very important character of this heterochromatic region is that the heterochromatic region is deeply extended part of the chromosome. Heterochromatin is the deeply extended part of the chromosome. The next very important property is that it is genetically inactive. The heterochromatic part of the chromosome is genetically inactive because the genes present in the heterochromatic region are generally inert. The third important feature of this heterochromatin is that this part of the chromosome where the heterochromatin is present, heterochromatic part of the chromosome is a late replicating part. You know that the replication of the chromosome takes place, and replication of and duplication and replication of DNA takes place during the S phase of the cell cycle. You have already studied the cell cycle G1, S, and G2. So this the replication of the heterochromatic part of the chromosome takes place late, ठीक है. And this heterochromatic part remains highly condensed. Heterochromatic part remains highly condensed, highly coiled and highly condensed. This heterochromatic part consists of tightly coiled chromatin fiber. This is not loosely coiled. Heterochromatic part is the tightly coiled. Because of this consists of the tightly coiled region. Tightly coiled part of the heterochromatic part of the chromosome consists of tightly coiled chromatin fiber. It remains highly condensed. Next character of this heterochromatin is that this chromosome, as I have mentioned earlier, that this part of the chromosome replicates at the end of this S phase, synthetic phase. This part of the chromosome does not get acetylated. There is a very important term, acetylation, which you will come to understand when I will be teaching you the nucleosome. So this part of this the heterochromatin part does not get acetylated. Now let us see the another character. This heterochromatin contains few genes. Just I have told that this heterochromatic part is genetically inert and it has a very few genes in comparison to the euchromatic part of the chromosome. So this heterochromatic part has relatively few genes along their length. The crossing over frequency, you all know the crossing over, the exchange of genetic material between the two homologous chromosomes. So this crossing, the frequency of this crossing over is very low in the heterochromatic part of the chromosome. And now this heterochromatin is of two types, constitutive heterochromatin and facultative heterochromatin. So this constitutive heterochromatin consists of highly repetitive DNA and and it remains inactive during the protein synthesis. This heterochromatin is of two types. Just I have told you that constitutive heterochromatin and facultative heterochromatin. And this constitutive heterochromatin is made up of highly repetitive DNA, and this euchromatic part is not transcribed during the process of protein synthesis. And this the heterochromatin present in the telomeric region and centromeric regions are very good example of the constitutive heterochromatin. Then what is facultative heterochromatin? Facultative heterochromatins are actually the euchromatin, but sometimes they become changes into heterochromatin. So such heterochromatin which are actually the euchromatic part, but they also become the heterochromatic. So these are called facultative heterochromatin. Now look at the characters and features of the euchromatin. The euchromatin is lightly stained part of the chromosome. Just I have told that when the chromosome is stained, the part of the chromosome which gets lightly stained is known as the euchromatin. It consists of loosely coiled chromatin. The euchromatic part of the chromosome consists of loosely coiled chromatin fiber, and heterochromatin consists of tightly coiled region. Euchromatin consists of loosely coiled chromatin fiber. This part of the euchromatin is genetically active because the active genes are present. But in case of heterochromatin is the genetically inactive region, and euchromatin is genetically active region. This part of the chromosome has active gene. It replicates early during the S phase. You know that the heterochromatin replicates at the end of the S phase, whereas this euchromatin replicates early during the S phase. You have seen that heterochromatin does not get acetylated, but this euchromatin gets acetylated at its histone during the interphase. The next character is that it is genetically active region, euchromatin. It gets transcribed to form mRNA. So these are the very important features and differences between the heterochromatin and euchromatin. Am I clear to all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So euchromatin and heterochromatin. Again, I am just going to repeat the differences between the heterochromatin and euchromatic part. Okay? heterochromatin is the part of the chromosome which gets deeply stent. This is the first. Whereas the euchromatin gets lightly stent. The second difference is that the euchromatic part, the heterochromatin consists of highly coiled chromatin thread, and the euchromatin consists of loosely coiled part of the chromatin.